Hello once again, sports fans, as we get ready to play Game 4 of our 1955 World Series between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Yankees. New York won a wild roller coaster of a game yesterday. I hope you guys were able to see it. If you'd like, you can take a look at the tag here and watch the game from yesterday. We're in Ebbets Field again today for Game 4, and before we get started, a little programming note. I'm going to try to get this series completed and uploaded, and then I may not post for a few days. I'm working on a new gaming setup to where I can have a couple games up at once and all my recording stuff, my computer, everything in a centralized location. So I'm going to be working on that once this series concludes. Right now I've got enough room for one game. When I want to record, I've got to move my computer over and set it up, and then I got cords everywhere. So I'm actually got a different table coming to where I should have enough room for 2 games, a couple cameras over each, and then my computer in the center, have enough room for it all so that I can do everything just in one spot and make things a whole lot easier and get a little bit of different content on the channel without a lot of extra work. But like I said, I may not upload for a couple days, but then again, once this series concludes, maybe I'll have it all done and ready to go by then. I do have some ideas for some live streams I'd like to do once I get that figured out and set up. I'm thinking maybe a 1990 Cincinnati Reds replay, or maybe I just go live, do 1 game a week, take a couple years, 3 years to finish, but that'd be something fun to do live with everybody. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go down to the field and see how Game 4 plays out. Can New York tie it up, or will Brooklyn take a 3-1 lead? Let's go down to the field and check it out. So we are in Ebbets Field again today, and I realized I forgot to do my pregame checks. New York is going to be semi-harmonious as well as Brooklyn, so we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. But your starting lineups for the New York Yankees. Herb Noren is back in center field for today's game, taking over for Bob Serve. Serve went 5 for 7 yesterday, was a big catalyst in yesterday's game. At third base, Gil McDougald, and center field or right field will be Mickey Mantle. Behind the plate, catching, batting cleanup will be Yogi Berra. At first base, Joe Collins. Left field will be Elston Howard. Second base, Billy Martin. Shortstop, Phil Rizzuto, and on the mound today for the Yankees will be Don Larson. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, leading off playing second base will be Jim Gilliam. Shortstop will be Pee Wee Reese, batting third. In center field will be Duke Snyder. Batting cleanup behind the plate, Roy Campanella. In right field, Carl Furillo. Batting sixth, playing first is Gil Hodges. At third base is Jackie Robinson. Left field again tonight is Sandy Amoros. And pitching, batting ninth, will be Carl Erskine. Your umpires for today's game. Home plate will be Frank Descoli. At first base, Bill Summers. Second base, Lee Ballenfont. Third base, Jim Honachek. Left field, Augie Donatelli. And in right field, Charlie Berry. So let's go ahead and have our first batter of the day, Herb Noren, stepping up to the plate. Brooklyn hoping to right the ship after yesterday's absolute debacle. New York looking to keep that momentum going. 1-1-4 fresh. He's going to ground out to the shortstop. Reese for out number 1. And we go to the third baseman, Gil McDougald. 1-2-2. Pitcher a workman? No. Is the batter a champ or a whiffer? Decided I says he is not a champ. And so he's going to line out to third. So Robinson snags it for out number 2. That'll bring up the center right fielder, Mickey Mantle. 2, 3, 4. There are no runners on base. Is he a hot batter? Neutral? No. He's going to pop out to Robinson at third for out number 3. So a quiet 1, 2, 3 for the Yankees, unlike yesterday's game. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. Brooklyn set to come up. And leading off at second base today, in place of Don Zimmer, will be Jim Gilliam. Zimmer not in the starting lineup for today's game, so Zimmer watch is on hold as we wait for him to come back. 3, 4, 6 Is batter eager? Nope. He's going to draw a walk to lead us off. First base runner of today's game. We go to a team chemistry check for Pee Wee Reese. Again, both teams are semi-harmony. It's a little more even playing field today. 1-4 is a batting team dissonance. No, they are not. And that's going to be a single. So Reese singles. And Gillum is going to move on to second base as Brooklyn threatening early as the center fielder Duke Snyder strolls up to bat. Runners on first and second. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. And Snyder's going to strike out for out number 1. And we go to a baseball right now check for Roy Campanella, who is neutral. Don Larson is semi-hot here with 1 out. 5-6. Hot pitcher. Decided I says yes. Shows his best stuff. Retire side. Alternating ground outs and shallow fly outs. So the first one is going to be to Jackie Robinson, who's just going to step on the bag. So Campanella will reach on a fielder's choice. Gillum will be out at second. For out number 2, Reese will move on to second. And then Ferrillo is going to come up and pop out to, let's say, the center fielder, O'Noren, for the third out. So Don Larson on his game. And we go to the top of the second inning. It's still tied at 0, surprisingly. And leading us off for the Yankees here in the top of the second inning will be the catcher Yogi Berra. 1-4-6. Pitcher Flash? No. Is batter Champion? No. And he's going to ground out to the second baseman Gillum, who throws it on over to Hodges for out number 1. I think that's 4 lead die rolls of 1 in a row. So Carl Erskine on his game. 3-5-5. Pitcher Struggler Gilded? No. Batter Champion? No. And he is going to ground out to Gillum as well. Erskine is a semi-controlled pitcher, and he's showing it so far as left fielder Elston Howard strolls up next. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? Decided I says no, and that's going to be an outfield drama check. We'll take a look at the right fielder, Ferrillo. Is he iron? I do not believe so. As soon as I can find him here. Carl Ferrillo is semi-gold, so no, and that's going to be a routine flyout to right field for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Score still tied at 0. And the first baseman, Gil Hodges, set to lead things off for the Dodgers. 2-2-4, pitching at home, no. Is he a slugger? No. That's going to be a single to right field, so Brooklyn once again leads off. Gets their lead runner on base as we go to a baseball right now check for Jackie Robinson, who is neutral. Don Larson is semi-cold. 4-4. Batter steps out of the box, calls a timeout, and then takes ball 4. So Robinson is going to walk, and Hodges is going to move on to second base as Brooklyn has runners at first and second once again with nobody out. Let's see if they are able to cash in on it this time, as the left fielder, Sandy Amoros, comes up to the plate. Whoa! 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No. That's going to be an outfield drama check for him. So 3-6 is the left fielder, Stoic. That is Elston Howard. Let's take a look here. He is Stoic. So on a 3-6, the ball gets past him for a single. On a 3, runners advance 2 bases. Any hit, single or double, Stoic runner is going to stay on second. So Hodges is going to come around to score. Jackie Robinson is semi-active. He's going to go to third. So Hodges gets in. Robinson goes to third and scores our first run of the day. Brooklyn takes an early 1-0 lead. See, 3-6. We're going to go to a team chemistry check for the next batter, who is pitcher Carl Erskine. He's going to go ahead and see if... No, he's not going to sacrifice. He could. He's going to go ahead and hit away here. There are still no outs. Don Larson is a semi-struggler until he gets an out. We have runners at first and third here. Oh, I'm supposed to go to team chemistry. A little ahead of myself here. 6-6 is the batting team harmony. Desired Eye says yes. Focus batter with a big swing. Carl Erskine gets a hold of one. He is a scrapper. And he is going to just hit a single. As Robinson's going to come in to score. Amoros is a neutral runner. That was on a 6, so he is going to go to third. And it is now 2-0. Brooklyn. Don Larson is a full struggler until he gets an out now. Runners again at first and third. So the outfield is playing in on that. Cheating on Erskine a little bit, and he fooled him and drove one to the fence. Still with nobody out, 2 runs across already as second baseman Jim Gilliam comes up. Walked his first time up. 1-4-5 is a pitcher struggler. He is. And that is going to be a wild pitch. Amoros is neutral. He's going to go ahead and come in to score. And Erskine is going to go to second. Brooklyn may get to another New York pitcher early on in the game as it is 3-0. Brooklyn still with nobody out in the bottom of the second. New York has not had a starting pitcher go past the third inning in this series yet. Absolutely incredible as Jim Gilliam is still up to bat. 5-6-6. Is a pitcher wild? No. Is a batter good eye? Desired Eye says no, and that's going to be a strikeout for out number 1. Larson loses his struggler statuses, and we go to a baseball right now check for Pee Wee Reese, who is semi-hot. Don Larson is semi-hot after just getting that strikeout. 3-3. Hot pitcher. Desired Eye says no. That's going to be a ground out, but the runner is going to advance. So we're going to say that was to the second baseman. Martin for out number 2. However, Erskine is going to move on to third. And we now have 2 outs with a runner 90 feet away. The 4th run of the inning. If Duke Snyder can get him in. Snyder struck out last time. Looking to make up for it. 2-5-6 struggler, no. Champion or patient. So Desired Eye says patient, and he draws a walk to keep the inning alive. And the catcher, Roy Campanella, up next. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. 1-3-5. That's going to be an umpire check with runners on first and third. 3-5. Do we have a lenient umpire at second base? Lee Ballenfont is not lenient. So Duke Snyder was trying to steal second. Erskine was trying to make it home in time, but they go ahead and Ballenfont calls Snyder out on the attempted stolen base for the 3rd out. So Brooklyn trying a little bit of trickery there, and it ends up backfiring as Ballenfont did not give him or call him safe on the close throw. And it is 3-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And Billy Martin set to come up for his first time today against Carl Erskine. 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? No, he is not. And he's going to fly out to the left fielder, Amoros, who settles under it, squeezes it, and that's the first out. And the shortstop, Phil Rizzuto, will be up next. 1-5-5. Is he a home run king? No, and he's going to fly out to Snyder out in center. So Erskine is rolling these ones like he's just automatically got that lead die of 1 as the pitcher Don Larson comes up. 6-6-6. Is he an ace? No. Larson a sad sack. The Desired Eye says yes. And Larson is going to fly out to center field. He just about had a fence shot. And he's a semi-home run king, so he had a chance to put one out of there. But as it stands, it is a loud fly ball out to Snyder out there in center field for the 3rd out. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still 3-0 Brooklyn. Don Larson really gave that thing a ride, all that frustration. let loose in one swing, but he ended up being a sad sack, and he come up just short as the catcher. Yes, the catcher Campanella comes up to bat. He was up at the bat when Snyder got thrown out, so he's going to lead off the bottom of the third inning. 2-2-5. Is a pitcher star? Yes, he is. And that's going to be a ground out to a choice infielder, and that'll be to the third baseman, McDougald, for out number 1. Next up will be the right fielder, Carl Furillo, flew out to center field his first time up. 1-4-5. Is pitcher struggler? No, and he's going to ground out to McDougald at third. So 2 quick ground outs over to the left side, as we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning, and the first baseman Gil Hodges up next. Singled later scored his first time up. 1-1-4. Is he fresh? Yep. And Hodges will ground out to Rizzuto for 3 quick ground outs. And we go to the top of the 4th inning, 3-0 Brooklyn. As Irv Noren is set to lead off for New York here in the top, New York here in the top of the 4th inning. I really want to give an update on Erskine and his accomplishment so far, but we don't talk about that. We don't want to jinx it. 2-4-4. Is he an ace? No. Is the batter a champion? No. And he's going to ground out to Reese at third base for out number 1. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Gil McDougald, 0-for-1 with a line out to the third baseman. 4-4-6. Star? No. Sad sack, utility, or patient? No. And that's going to be a single to right field. That is New York's first hit of the ball game. Comes in the top of the 4th inning. We go to a player experience check for Mickey Mantle, who is neutral. Carl Erskine is full icon, so it's in Erskine's favor. 1-2. Icon batter? No, and Mantle is going to strike out. We're out number 2, and then we go to a baseball right now check for Yogi Berra. He is semi-cold as he grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Carl Erskine is semi-hot. 4-6. Hot pitcher? Yep, and he's going to baffle Baga. He's going to baffle Berra with a called third strike to end the top of the 4th inning. So another goose egg for New York as we go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-0. This game going a lot quicker than it did yesterday. But now that I've said that, strap in, folks, because it is going to get wild, I have a feeling. Jackie Robinson set to lead us off. Drew a walk, scored his first time up. 1-4-6. Is the pitcher flash? No. Is the batter a champion? No, he is not. He's going to ground out to Martin at second base for out number 1. That is 4 ground outs in a row for Larson, as he seems to have settled in. And left fielder Sandy Amaros comes up next. Singled in a run last time. 2-5-5. Star? Yes. Strikeout? Good. Good eye? No. And the strikeout will hold, as that is 2 quick outs. And Carl Erskine coming up to the plate. Singled in a run his last time up. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? He still is. Erskine's going to line out to Martin at second base. And the Dodgers go down 1-2-3 once again. End of the 4th inning. It is still 3-0 Brooklyn here at Ebbets Field, Game 4 of the 1955 World Series. 22 minutes into my recording so far. Inning 5. I think yesterday I was just finishing up the 2nd inning about this time. And who is going to lead off? Joe Collins is set to lead off for New York here in the top of the 5th inning. Grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. 4-5-5. Is a pitcher flash? No. Batter home run king. Decided I says yes, and New York is on the board as Collins belts one to right field. Furillo looking at it as it goes over. And New York with their first run of the game. Took them a few innings, but they finally cracked Erskine as Elston Howard will be up next. Flew out to right field his first time up. 2-4-4. Pitcher ace? No. Is the batter a champion? No. And he is going to ground out to Reese at shortstop for out number 1. Good rebound there by Erskine. as Billy Martin comes up next, 0 for 1 to the fly out to left field. 3-3-5. Is pitcher wild? No. Batter sad sack? No. He's going to single to right field and then promptly steal second base. And Phil Rizzuto is due up next. Flew out to center his first time up. 0 for 1, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-2-4. Pitcher have control. Decided I says no. Is the batter eager? No, he is not, and he will draw a walk. So Erskine letting things get away a little bit here as the pitcher, Don Larson, comes up next. Flew out to center field his first time up. 1-1-2. Is the pitcher flash? No. Is the batter sad sack? Decided I says no. That's going to be a check with the score. 3. That is a base hit off the glove of the third baseman. So Robinson lays out for it, can't come up with it, and the bases are now loaded as Irv Noren steps up to the plate. Carl Erskine is semi-struggler at the moment, and Irv Noren settling in. This might be New York's big inning here, as they've already got one across, bases loaded with 1 out. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No. He's going to draw a walk. That's going to bring in Martin from third and keep the bases loaded, as it is now 3-2. Brooklyn. Bases loaded, 1 out still. Brooklyn is going to get a pitcher warming up as the third baseman, Gil McDougald, coming up next. He had a single for New York's first hit of the ball game. He'll take another hit right now with bases loaded with 1 out. Won't be a double play. 2-4-6. Pitcher have control. Yes, that's going to be a ground out back to the pitcher, who's going to go home with it and get the lead runner. Oops. McDougald is going to go ahead and reach on a fielder's choice. 2 bases loaded. And actually, yes, we're going to go ahead and say Rizzuto is going to get cut off at home for the second out. Larson is going to go to third. Noren on to second. Bases are still loaded here with 2 outs now. Erskine is no longer struggler in the dangerous Mickey Mantle up at the plate. 0 for 2 today, though. 2-4-6 again. That's control. That's a ground out to the pitcher. Erskine is going to go on over to first this time for the third out. 2 ground balls in a row, back up the middle. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Brooklyn up 3-2. That could have been disastrous for Brooklyn, but they were able to hold on. Only allow 1 run to score with bases loaded and 1 out. And the second baseman, Jim Gillum, will lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. 2-2-5. Is the pitcher star? Yes, he is, and that is going to be a ground out. A little nubber in front of Barra, who's going to throw it on down to Collins at first for out number 1. Pee Wee Reese will be up next, 1 for 2 today with a single. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? No. Is the batter utility or sad sack? No. And he is going to promptly single to Howard out in left field. So Reese reaches with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In the center fielder, Duke Snyder up 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. 2-4-4. Is pitcher ace? No. Is the batter a champion? No. And he is going to strike out for the second time today. And the catcher, Roy Campanella, up next here with 2 outs, 1 on in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No, he's going to draw a walk to keep the inning alive. And we're going to go to a team chemistry check for Carl Furillo. Again, both teams are semi-harmony. 3-5. Is the pitching team dissonance? No, they are not. And Furillo is going to ground out to the shortstop, Rizzuto, for the third out. So Brooklyn can't muster any runs. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Score still tied 3-2. And Yogi Berra is going to lead us off 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out. 3-4-4. Is the pitcher prospect? No. Is the batter patient? No. He's going to pop out to the second baseman, Gillum, for the first out. Next up will be the first baseman, Joe Collins. Had that big home run to lead off the last inning, 2-2-5. Is pitcher a star? No. Is batter slugger or a sad sack? No, he is not. He is going to single up the middle. So Collins 2 for 3 on the day. And the left fielder, Elston Howard, coming up next, 0 for 2. Runner on first base here with 1 out, 3-6-6. He's going to fly out to center field for the second out. So 2 outs now with second baseman Billy Martin had a single, stolen base, and scored his last time up. 5-5-6. Is the pitcher ace? No. Is batter sad sack? No. He's going to double to right field. Is that going to score Collins? No. Collins is going to hold up at third. He is a stoic runner, so he only makes it to third base. Let's see here. Double check this. No. Okay. So this had the Sigma rating. I actually caught it this time. So Martin just singles. Okay. So Collins, he is stoic. He reaches third base. Martin only goes to first. Since he has the Sigma single sign, I've actually been playing this rule wrong all along, except with 2 outs. A double he would score third base, or a single he would go to third. So now we got all that confusion cleared up. We now have runners at the corners here with 2 outs, and the shortstop Phil Rizzuto up next. Drew a walk his first time. 1-2-2. Is pitcher Workman? No. Batter Champ or Whiffer? No. He's going to line out to third base for the third out. So all my confusion was for naught, as nothing came of it. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. I've actually overlooked that statement quite a few times over the past year or so I've had the game about the stoic runner on first base, except with 2 outs. So hopefully, I guess I'm still learning this game. But here we go here. Gil Hodges will lead us off. This looks to be Don Larson's last inning of work as he's set to lead off the top of the 7th inning. 2-2-4, pitching at home, no. Is he a slugger? No. He's going to single to right field to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. And we go to a baseball right now check. Since we are past the 5th inning, Jackie Robinson is full cold, and Don Larson is full cold as well after giving up a base hit. 2-2, cold pitcher, yes. Shaky pitch, knocked deep toward left field, fence. That is a fence shot. Robinson is a semi-slugger. Does he get full slugger? He does. And Robinson blasts a home run over the left field wall to break this game open. Scores 2 runs on the home run. It is 5-2 Brooklyn here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Don Larson's confidence is getting shaken up big time, and it seems like he has lost it as he is now not fresh and semi-struggler. The New York Yankees are going to get someone warming up in the bullpen. That looks to be, where's Bessent? I was going to put Bessent in. Wait, Bessent plays for Brooklyn. Tom Sturdivant seems to be pretty popular this game, or this series, as Robinson plants one over the left field wall to make it 5-2. Sandy Amoros will be up next. He struck out his last time up. Yankees still hoping Larson can find something and get through this inning. Pitcher Workman, no. Is the batter a whiffer? No. And Amoros is going to ground out to the third baseman for the first out, and that brings up the pitcher Carl Erskine, who's going to hit for himself. We go to a player experience check. He is icon. Don Larson is semi-prospect. 6-6. There's the pitch. It's a drive to center field. That's another fence check. Erskine is he a scrapper? He is semi-scrapper. Desired Eye says yes. So that's just gonna be a very loud single. So Erskine Erskine thought he got all of it, did his home run trot, and then once it hit the fence and popped back, he realized he wasn't going much further, as he just holds up at first base. And now we have one out. They're going to see, he's going to pitch to Jim Gillum, and then Sturdivant looks to come in for Pee Wee Reese. Jim Gillum is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Ooh, this could do it. 1-2-4. Pitcher have control? No. Is the batter eager? No. And Gillum is going to draw a walk. There was a chance for a double play there. And that is going to do it for Don Larson. Has made it 5 1/3 inning, longer than any starting pitcher for the Yankees this World Series. As Tom Sturdivant comes in, we'll have the semi-ace quality for the first at bat. And the first batter he is going to face will be the shortstop Pee Wee Reese, here with 2 on with 1 out. Uh-oh, 4-4-4. Is he a scrapper? No. That is going to be a double to right field. And let's see here. Jim Gillum is neutral runner, so he is going to score. Reese, the double to right field. Erskine is going to come in. Gillum is going to come all the way around from first. And Brooklyn well out in front now. 4 runs come across this inning. It is 7-2. Don Larson, those runs go to him. He gives up 7 on the day. Man, how quickly things can turn. As Brooklyn well ahead. Of course, they were ahead last night too. And New York ended up coming back and winning it in extra innings. Duke Snider comes up with a runner on second base with still just 1 out. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No. He's going to draw a walk. That's only 2 for Sturdivant. And we go to a team chemistry check for Roy Campanella. So New York starting to fall apart. 1-2 is the batting team dissonance. No, they are not. That is a fence shot. He is a home run king, and that's going to be caught. A home run king on a fence check. 2 through 6 is a home run, and a 1 is a fly out. So Campanella gives it a ride out to left field. It's caught right at the fence for the second out. And Carl Furillo is up next with 2 outs. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Ooh. 2-6-6. There is no runner on first. No, there is. Duke Snider, and he gets picked off for out number 3. So Carl Furillo will be leading us off here in the next inning. But Snider leaning a little bit too far and gets picked off. And we go to the top of the 7th now. Brooklyn well ahead, 7-2. Carl Erskine still out there. Tom Sturdivant is going to have a pinch hitter come up for him. That is going to be Bill Skowron. So Skowron here in top of the 7th. That's who Carl Erskine will face, leading off. 1-2-6, and he is promptly going to line out to Gillum at second base. Next up will be the center fielder, Irv Noren. Drew a walk his last time up. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? No, he is not. And he will pop out to Gillum at second base for out number 2, and we go to a player experience check for Gil McDougald. Erskine is full icon. McDougald is neutral. 1-4. Prospect batter, no, and he's going to hit a bloop single to keep the inning alive. Just over the outstretched glove of Pee Wee Reese. And he keeps the inning alive here with 2 outs. And the center right fielder, Mickey Mantle, up next, 0 for 3 on the day. 1-2-4. Does the pitcher have control? The decider dice says no. Is the batter eager? No, he is not, and he is going to draw a walk. So McDougald on over to second base, and the catcher Yogi Berra coming up next, popped out to the second baseman his last time up. 4-4-5. Pitcher Workman, no. Is the batter Patient? No. And he's going to ground out to Hodges over there at first base for out number 3. So nothing for the Yankees. In the top of the 7th, we go to the bottom. Brooklyn still in control, 7-2. Tom Sturdivant will be going out. He didn't give up any runs. And Tom Morgan will be coming in. Bottom of the 7th, he is fresh. Carl Erskine gets one more inning of semi-fresh. Roger Craig's been out in the bullpen, ready to go for a while. But Carl Furillo will be leading us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-4-6. Is he eager? The decider die says no. He is going to draw a walk. And we go to a team chemistry check for Gil Hodges. Furillo drinking a little too much, fell over there. He's back on his feet. Hodges waiting on the pitch. 3-6 is batting team harmony. Decider die says no, and that's going to be a pop out to the left fielder. We're out number 1. Jackie Robinson set to come up. Had a big home run his last time up. 2-run shot. He looks to do it again. 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no. Is the batter champion? No. That's going to be an outfield drama check. We're going to take a look at 1-5. The left fielder, is he gold? That'll be Elston Howard. He is not. So 1-5. That's a batter laces a single to left field. That'll move Furillo over to second. Jackie Robinson with his second hit of the day. And we go to a team chemistry check for Sandy Amoros. Had a singled in a run his first time up. 5-5 is the pitching team dissonance. No, they are not. And that's going to be a foul out to the catcher for the second out. Do they keep Carl Erskine in, or do they try to tack on a few more runs? They're up 5. They're going to go ahead and let him hit. He hasn't had a bad day so far. He's 2 for 3. 1-2-6 is the pitcher fresh, and Erskine's going to line out to the second baseman this time. And that'll end the inning. So no runs for Brooklyn. They get a couple on. Can't do anything with them. And to the top of the 8th we go. Brooklyn still up 7-2. And Joe Collins will be leading off for New York. Here on the top of the 8th inning. Hoping to have another couple big innings like they did last night. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he is not. That's an outfield drama check. We'll take a look at the left fielder. Is Amoros iron? No, he is not. So on a 3-4, that's going to be an easy fly out for him. Joe Collins sulks his way back to the dugout as the left fielder Elston Howard flew out to center field his last time up. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he is not, and he's going to fly out to center field. So Snyder brings that one in, and then we go to a team chemistry check for Billy Martin. Again, both teams are semi-harmony. 1-6 is the batting team dissonance. No, they're not. And Martin will keep the inning alive as he trots down the first base after a walk. And the shortstop, Phil Rizzuto, lined out to the third baseman his last time up. He's going to try to keep this inning alive as well. 1-1-5 is the pitcher fresh. The decider die says yes. In his 8th inning of work, he still has the semi-fresh quality, and Rizzuto is going to pop out to Reese at shortstop for the third out. So after 8 innings for Erskine, he is now not fresh. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Brooklyn well in control. And Jim Gillum will be leading off for Brooklyn as Tom Morgan comes out for his 2nd inning of work. Gillum walked and scored his last time up. 1-2-4. Does the pitcher have control? He does. And Gillum is going to ground out to Rizzuto at shortstop for the first out. Brooklyn shortstop Pee Wee Reese will be up next. 3 for 4 on the day with 2 singles and a double. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. And he's going to strike out for the second out. Next up will be Duke Snyder as we go to a baseball right now check. Tom Morgan is full hot. Duke Snyder walked his last time, so he is full hot. 3-5. Do we have a hot batter? Yes, we do. Fouls off pitches until he finds one he likes and then singles into right field right in front of Mickey Mantle to keep the inning alive. And the catcher, Roy Campanella, will be up next. He has been quiet these past couple games. He is 0 for 3 today with just a walk. So 2-4-4. Is the pitcher ace? No. Is the batter a champion? No. He is going to ground out to Rizzuto at shortstop for the third out. So Brooklyn gets one on. Can't do anything with them. It is 7-2 as we head to the top of the ninth inning. And Tom Morgan, if he makes it to next inning, won't be coming out to pitch, as Carl Erskine is going to go ahead and come on out anyway. Roger Craig is going to see his first action of this 1955 World Series. Erskine goes 8 innings. Had a no-hitter until I think the 4th inning. So good day for him, as Eddie Robinson will come up to pinch hit for Morgan. Eddie Robinson, I think, had that big hit yesterday that started the rally for the Yankees. He's going to need another one here, and he may have it. 6-6-6 is a pitcher ace, and guess what? Roger Craig is semi-ace. What does that decider die say? Eddie Robinson with a loud fly out to right field, so he gives another one a ride, but just comes up short this time. Roger Craig shaking his head up and down in a gentlemanly manner as Herb Noren comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. 3-6-6. He's going to fly out to center field for the second out. And New York is down to their final out. Of course, they were last night as well, and that's when everything fell apart for Brooklyn. Will it happen again tonight? 1-3-6 is pitcher ace. This time, no. Is the batter whiffer or cold? He is not whiffer. Is he cold? No, he singled his last time up. That's an infield drama check. So we are gonna check on the second baseman. Is Gillum iron? And I do not believe he is. No, he is not. He is semi-gold. So after all those checks, McDougald is going to hit a slow grounder to Gillum. He's going to scoop it up, throw it on over to Hodges. And the Brooklyn Dodgers go up 3-1 here in the 1955 World Series. Well, that game had a lot less drama than yesterday's game. Still a good game. Carl Erskine goes 8 innings, gives up 2 runs. He is your winning pitcher. Don Larson had that bad inning in the second where he gave up 3, and that was enough to give him the loss. But he made it to the 5th inning, 6th inning before he was pulled, so he has made it farther than any other Yankee pitcher. But Brooklyn takes a 3-1 game lead, as Game 5 will be in Brooklyn. They are looking to win Game 5. 3-1. Yep, Game 5. They are looking to win the 1955 World Series in front of their home crowd. Brooklyn won this game in real life 8-5 on October 1st, 1955. So again, this is the first game that we played out and won, and the other team, or the same team, won here in this series. I think it took Game 5 till we did that in the 1975 World Series. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed playing it for you. Make sure to leave a like and comment. Let me know what you thought of the game and what you would like to see. I got some ideas for some live things in the future, so hopefully, oh yeah, I told you that at the beginning of the video. You know. So hey guys, until next time, make sure you subscribe and watch out for game number 6 and see if, or game number 5, and see if Brooklyn can finish it off. Until next time, guys, have a great night. Thank you for watching.